So now you have all this awesome video recorded and you'd like to find ways to put it to good use, right? Hi, I'm Laura, and in this video I will dig into ways you can locate, edit, and share media from your very own Echo 360 library so that you can repackage it for things like tutorials, short modules, and presentations. Editing is easy, and once you learn the tips I will show you, you'll be often editing like a pro. This is true for students as well. Students, did you know you have full access to Echo 360 to create and share recordings? That's right, you can record presentations from your desktop and share it to audiences, including professors and peers. So let's get started. Okay, here we are in the Echo library, and I am here in the library, and what I want to do is locate the recording that I want to edit. So I can do that a number of ways. I can search my library by typing in the name of the title of the recording piece, or perhaps sorting it by date, name, owner, type, and course name. So in this view, I have it by date created, and I can locate the recording found here that I wanted to work in. So I'm clicking on that now, and I am presented with a playback option. I can play back. I can also go ahead and do a number of things here in these buttons. The edit details allows me to go in and modify the title of the recording, which I can do at any time. I may want to do that for customized options. But in this case, I want to work in editing. So I want to edit this media. And to do that, I would just click on the Edit Media button, and it will take me to the editor. So really what I want to do is show you two primary functions for editing. And it is a little tricky, it takes a little practice, but with these techniques you can go ahead and do it successfully. So the two techniques that I want to show you is trimming. So you can trim portions of the recording from the beginning or from the end. And then the second function I want to show you is cutting pieces out, segments out of a recording. So to trim, all you need to do is locate the place with which you would wish to go ahead and trim to. So let's say I'm going to trim the first minute off. So I'm going to go to the 1 minute point. I can always test and see if that's exactly
2020
where I
term,
want it to be,
and
say that is. So I go back to the 1 minute mark, and here I have some buttons here. So when I mouse over this plus right here, it'll pop up and say trim in. When I'm on the left and I'm trimming the beginning portion, I'm trimming in. So I want to go ahead and click on that trim in, and it'll trim that first minute off of my recording. So let's say I want to go in and trim off the last minute of the recording. So let's just say I'm going to trim off at the 12-minute mark. So I'm going to go find 12. Okay. And again, I can always test it to see is that really where I want to record,
spring term,
really want to trim
and suggest that.
So say that it is, and I can go back. Okay. And now I'm going to trim out. So what I need to do is click this button on this side, on the right hand side. When I mouse over, it says trim out. And now I can click on trim out. And now the beginning piece and the end piece are trimmed from my recording. I can finish there if I want to. I can save my changes and move on. But say I want to cut a piece out of the middle. So let's say I want to cut a piece out that starts at the 1 minute 38 second mark. So I had written that down earlier. That's the beginning of a segment that I start talking about. And you can see the preview pops up. It's a few second delay, but if you wait, it'll show where I am in the recording. I can start.
So what we did was we came up with a workshop.
So that's the beginning of that segment there. I'm going to go back to the 1 minute 38. Okay. And so to cut out a segment, I'm going to cut out like 1.5 minutes, not quite, out of this piece. To start the beginning of that piece to cut, I find the location where I want to start the cut, and I click the scissors. Okay. You'll note that pink bar moves over. Don't be alarmed. What I'm going to do now is move my playhead to the 1 minute, or sorry, the 2:46 minute mark, to 2:46. Again, this is sort of, I already had gone in and selected this. Okay. So I can play it to test to make sure that is indeed the end. Yes. So you can see I switched to the next slide. So I want to go back to the 246. So that marks the end of the piece that I want to cut out. I click on the scissors, and now the pink bar moves over here once again. Now I'm not done. My operation is not quite complete. What I need to do is slide my playhead in between the first cut point and the second cut point. And now you can see the pink bars reposition themselves to mark the piece that I want to cut out. And to cut that piece out, what I need to do now is go over to the delete, that little garbage can icon usually means delete. So when I click on delete, that piece is now cut out. Okay, so that would, sum up my my cuts, my edits. To save my changes, I can do one of two things. I can save it to my original media and be able to share that original media as I would have before that. But say I want to save this as a new version. So I want to save this as an abridged version of the full oral presentation, right? So what I would just need to do is click Save As. It gives me the option to retitle it. So I can say abridged, right? And now I click Done. And now this is all, and you can see your edits are being processed. So this will take a few minutes out on the servers to go ahead and reprocess my recording. And once it is reprocessed, it'll be available in my library. I'll come back over to my library. We'll see it now. It'll be in my library processing. Okay, so there it is. So when this is complete and ready for sharing, I would click on this icon. Now I can't because it's processing, it's in process. So let me jump over to one that I did earlier. So say this is a version that I want to now use or share. I would click into this recording, and my share options are listed. I can go here to share, which this is where I can add it to a class in a section, or I can share it using a public link. I often just scroll right down to where it says links, and now I can add a link. And yeah, I can see here the link is a public link, and that's what I want, so that anybody with access to the internet can now access my recording. I can copy it and post this link for viewing. I have the option to keep it internal to Clarkson if I would like to do that, or like I said, keep it as a public comment. So that's how you would share it. And yeah, you'd be able to use it as a remixed piece of recording for new audiences and new contexts. Thank you for watching, and look forward to having you again in the future.